John arrived at the military camp early in the morning. The air was cold and full of energy. "Ready for your first day, recruit?" shouted a tall instructor. "Yes, sir," John said, trying not to laugh. He wore a simple green uniform and heavy boots. Around him, other volunteers were lining up in rows. "Today," the instructor said, "you will learn teamwork and communication. And maybe how to survive without coffee," someone joked. Everyone laughed, and even the instructor smiled. "We start with a short run," he said. "Only 3 kilometers." "Only?" John whispered. "That's not short." The whistle blew, and everyone began running through the forest path. John felt his heart racing, but the fresh air kept him going. "Don't stop!" shouted his partner, a man named Tom. "If I fall, tell my diary I tried," John joked breathlessly. They reached the finish line together, laughing hard. "Good teamwork," the instructor said. "Now let's see if you can talk like soldiers." He handed each pair a walkie-talkie. "You'll use these to complete a mission." "A mission?" John asked. "Like in the movies?" "Exactly," the instructor grinned. "But this time, you are the heroes." John and Tom took their gear and map. "We need to find the signal tower," Tom said. "And not get lost," John added. They entered the woods, holding their walkie-talkies. "Alpha team to Bravo team," John said. "We're moving north." "Copy that, Alpha," a voice replied. "Stay alert." John laughed. "I've always wanted to say that." Birds chirped overhead as they followed the trail. Suddenly, their signal went silent. Oh, John said. "We lost connection." "Maybe we're too far from the base," Tom said. "Let's climb that hill and try again," John suggested. They climbed slowly, carrying their heavy packs. At the top, John pressed the button. "Alpha team to base. Do you read?" Loud and clear, came the reply. "Mission complete," John shouted. "Good job, team," said the instructor through the radio. "Return to camp. You earned lunch." Back at the base, John collapsed on the grass, smiling. "That was harder than it looked," he said. "But more fun than expected," Tom added. The instructor handed them each a badge. "For teamwork and communication," he said proudly. "Thanks, sir," John said. "I'll wear it with honor." During lunch, John looked at his walkie-talkie. "You know," he said to Tom, "this little thing teaches big lessons." "Like what?" Tom asked. "That every voice matters, and silence can break a team." Tom nodded. "You sound like the commander now." "Maybe," John said, smiling, "or just a better listener." In the afternoon, they practiced sending coded messages. "This feels like spy school," John laughed. "Except with more sweat," Tom replied. As the sun began to set, the camp gathered for a final ceremony. "Today you learned more than signals," the instructor said. "You learned trust." John looked around at his new friends and nodded. "Teamwork is louder than any walkie-talkie," he wrote later in his journal. His 70-second bucket list dream had come true, one signal at a time.